you know what I mean?
I ain't gonna keep.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can hear you.
Alright, cool. My bad. I ain't understand.
Hey, I want to run a few questions by you. We spoke previously on the phone yesterday, man. I was really enthused to talk about that band from TV situation. Legendary song, just a crazy song. Can you give me something about some of your most I don't know, intimate feelings about that song and shit. That song did a lot for you, despite being on the firm and shit like that.
Yeah, the song was major. I didn't realize at the time when we recorded it how, what it was going to be for hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Even years down the line, people still was trying to copy the song and emulate the song, look up to the song, you know what I'm saying? And it was just one of those moments that you just have to be there, you know what I mean? And for it to not even have like a chorus that you know it, like yo,
No
I
way.
was glad to be a part of it.
I never thought about that. That song don't have a hook. Y'all just burnt that shit up.
Word, you know what I'm saying? So it was really it was, you know what I mean? It was beats and rhymes for real. It wasn't like no favoring it or nothing. Like it just came in and did your 1, 2, and it just like with each verse it just got bigger and bigger. You know what I mean?
You make it sound so elementary, man, but you set that shit off. It was a lot of major swingers on that record and shit, my nigga. And
Definitely. I mean, like I was breaking it down to you before, it was like, the fact that I haven't, that I went first. I think, I think Nori for even just thinking outside of the box because the song already, we had an idea for it already before it turned into what you guys got to hear, you know what I mean? But for him to hear it and to just think about, thank goodness he got the type of relationship that he had in the game and just his vision, just to try to make the song, you know what I mean, something that the way you hear it now, like, I didn't know whose idea was to put the pun after me in the order of the way the MCs went, but just the overall idea of it was brilliant.
this is one of those songs where, of course, the way it sounds, people would think like, damn, I wonder was they all in the studio the same day, but it was a lot of different factions and personalities. I'm pretty sure that it was probably spliced together and shit. What was your input like? Like the shit that you wrote, my nigga, is just it's timeless. It's timeless, and what I like about it.
I wrote it because of, I credit myself into actually taking that beat and making it, making it monumental as far as that was concerned. I thought it was dope. I said, yo, let me show you how dope I think this beat is and pen something that, I thought that was kind of, it spoke to me. I wanted to write it in a way where it was just like, yo, wow, like right in your face, like, you know what I mean? Like you have no choice but to feel. Word.
You were so arrogant on the track, man. You said follow the leader, make him go extra hard. Damn. Should I hold back or show the repertoire? Put in 16 or throw in extra bars. People don't even talk like that. My nigga, you were so seasoned.
Because a lot of dudes would have been rapping, probably using those bars to glorify or some brand that don't care about it instead of just like, yo, just stop. My goal was just to stomp a hole in that beat. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? That was it. I just wanted to just leave my mark on it. I thought it was dope. You know what I mean? I didn't even know who Swiss was when he came in there and did something like me. But, yo, I just heard it. That was it. I'm like, that's it.
Oh, when you heard that, Swizz actually played it in front of you.
Yeah. Blessings. Like, we had, the fans don't know that we already had a conversation about this, but I was like, yo, Nori already had the beat that he wanted to be banned from TV. And at the time, I didn't really think that it was cool. I think it was dope, but I didn't think that it didn't do nothing to me. As
How long did it take to write that verse?
Couple minutes, man. 10 minutes, 15 minutes tops. Or, because like I said, it wasn't in the environment of, I didn't have the box, I didn't have Pun, I didn't have Cam in the studio with me. I think if we all were in the studio trying to write that record, it would probably be like, I don't know, I can't even imagine everybody in separate corners of the room trying to write to that beat. You know what I'm saying? Or that probably would have been like craziness with me. I'd have probably been like, nah, gotta go hard, You know what I mean? It would have been crazy competition in that room. But like I said, I mean, I laid my part into it. When I first heard the beat, and I actually left the studio. The next time I actually heard the record, you know what I mean, when my brothers was on it, and it was like, oh man, I didn't get a chance. I wanted to change it. My first reaction was like, nah, I need to change my part. Because I didn't write it for that. You know what I'm saying? I thought that, hey, nah, these guys can get one on my mom and try to scorch me on this. You know what I mean? That was my outlook on it. But, you know, it just came out dope. It was crazy.
Word.
It was like, damn, they got this one. Oh, damn, got this one. Oh, wow. You know what I mean? You know, and I'm fans of them all. But at the same time, you know, a lot of the fans, the game didn't really have a clear visual on who I was. I was just, you know what I mean? I was just somebody that was just on the mixtape circuit, probably like on DJ Clues and stuff like that. I didn't have my own records out at the time, so that was my interest.
Word. Tell me, the way that, you know, it was projected to us, you just came out of nowhere and appeared on the Firm album. And what type of credentials was required of you for you to get such a shot like that? You know what I'm saying? Without really having like...
I mean, you have to be, you know, I'm fortunate enough to be from Queensbridge, so I grew up with Nas. I grew up with some of these dudes that, you know what I mean, that were, at the time, they weren't, you know, everybody was on the come up. And, you know, if you paid attention to the Firm story, you know that I wasn't an original member, it was Omega Cormega, my brother. But at the time, they had their falling out, and and at the time when they was having their fair and advertised, we're not like looking to sign people to, you know what I mean? So what was going on? It just was like, yo, you ready? Because at the same time when they were doing that, I was, you know, making my rounds, you know, through the mixtape circuit, through the streets, you know what I mean?
Right.
We went to school together, so certain names get tossed around, and you know who was capable of doing what. But at the same time, I was unpolished when it came down to actually making records, like not knowing how to count bars, not knowing cadence, not knowing delivery, not knowing things. So a lot of the times, if you listen to me in the earlier stages, I would rap the beat, or I would just, you know, just be flowing off the hook, like flowing too fast.
Man, that shit sounded good, man. I couldn't tell you, man.
Yeah, being around these guys, being around Dr. Dre, being around now, AG, all these guys that was already had, you know, their names, they already made records. Everybody, AG had a gold album at the time, Nas was platinum, Fox Brown was, I think, gold, working on platinum. So, you know, they were building up their own credentials.
Right.
And then, you know, the streets wanted to know what was the deal as far as Cormega, because it was set up for him to actually be in that spot. But I'm just thankful for just knowing the people that I know and moving in the circles that I was moving in. So, you know, it just landed on my lap. I just had to go out there and perform.
Is it me, or do you and Nori, y'all got a chemistry on records?
So Nori is a big part of the beginning, like that for me too. Like, you know, doing the Firm album, it's like, you know, we establishing bonds and stuff like that. And at the same time, Nori's coming from a situation where Capone wasn't readily available. Capone had to do bids. Capone was, and everybody knows him as Capone and Noriega, but at the same time, didn't know how much the streets was digging it, but they was definitely on.
Man, you and Nori like peanut butter and jelly, man. Straight up. Tell me about that Blood Money record, yo. I couldn't get enough of that shit, man. I couldn't get enough of that shit. Tell me about doing Blood Money. When you eating out the same plate and drinking out the same cup. Come on, man. I know all your shit. Do you know I'm strapped?
It was a lot of records that was like I was just talking about, we was building chemistry, so we do a lot of, there'll be a lot of times where I'll do you one better. It was I had a session, whereas I don't know what the discrepancy was. Me and the producer wasn't really seeing eye to eye, and what they did was they had Nori and Nas coming in the session, and in a nature session and record a record, right, where they both had 3 verses apiece on this one record, and it was kind of dope, but I didn't really know how to fit it because it was, again, no hook. Go in the studio, vibe out, just rhyme all day. And so I was like, yo, the best way for me to make this record, to jump on this record, is let me take a verse off of Nas, let me take a verse off of Nas, and it turned out to be another classic record. Like incredible, like how they would have like the Body in the Trunks record, and we would have the oh man, so many records, man. I guess you would have to just go into the crews and all these DJs back in the days to figure them out, but like, you know, we were just basically doing what we needed to do, you know what I'm saying? All we had a style of his own. Now it's basically couldn't be duplicated, and I had to find my niche that spoke to the people. I couldn't really rap for all the rich dudes, you know, so I had to find a dude that was like not too much rich, not too street, somewhat smart, but still kind of thugged out, you know what I'm saying? So I had to find this niche in between these dudes, but no, I can't even tell you how inspired the inspiration level from some of the records that those Smurf rhymes that was spit that never got to make it to light of day. Oh my God. Shit. And you be like, damn, these are some of the throwaway raps? These are your throwaway raps? Damn.
Do you know Rod Strickland?
So I had no choice but to be, you know, it's competition. Like, you gotta see something. You gotta show them why you're here. This wasn't an accident.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you get a chance to meet Rod Strickland? Are you serious? All this time you ain't met that nigga, man?
I love the nigga. Around that time, they was definitely viewed as like, yo, they can do it, they can win. You know what I mean? They weren't playing lazy ball. They were dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I met Rod Strickland.
Oh man, this some bullshit, man. You gotta meet Rod Strickland to complete this whole prophecy, my nigga. Straight up.
Well, if you know, send them my way, find out when he gonna be at, maybe we can link up with well. I don't even know if it's crazy. It's crazy that you said that because like a lot of these dudes that I would meet, a lot of these NBA players and stuff, I didn't realize how much of fans of this, the hip hop that they were, you know what I mean?
Right.
These dudes back in the days, like, I didn't meet Rod Strickland, but I got to hang out and smoke some weed with Charles Squidwell. Like that. I got to hang out with some of these major dudes like that, you know what I'm saying? Right. But I mean, it's like, yo, our lives kind of similar. It's crazy when I meet some of these dudes and they wanted to be rappers, and some of the rappers wanted to be ballers, but,
Word.
We come from the hood, so it's a common fine line, you know what I mean? You know what it is.
Tell me something about $500,000, homie, man. That's my favorite MC.
Yo, when I met $500,000, right? $500,000 was a part of the attachment of the firm that was, he was introduced by AD. You know what I mean? The firm was kind of like, it was supposed to be, the first rap super group, right?
Right.
And when things was kind of sour with Corey personally felt that everybody uses it as an opportunity to bring somebody to the table. So now that the picture was supposed to be this original before MC, and now somehow it's, they got this guy Nature. They're trying to figure out who the hell is Nature, and so if you know anything about the firm, you realize that Nas is from Queens, AZ's from Brooklyn, Foxy Brown's from Brooklyn,
right?
Gomez is from Queens too. So it was like I felt that once Gomez, had issues with the firm, everybody felt that hey, let me bring my man here, and they didn't realize that how dope I was. They thought that I was probably just I'm just Nas' man.
Right.
So through the firm, you got Handsome Mill, through AZ. You heard Noriega on the firm. You heard Cannabis on the firm. You heard Foxy Brown, Brother Gavin on the firm. You heard a few different people on the firm. So you heard all these other voices that, you probably didn't know who these people were. But when I first met Handsome Mill, I knew this boy was crazy. I'm like, yo, this guy got crazy bars. You know what I mean?
Right.
This guy, where is he from? Where is he from? And so, coming to the studio and hanging around these dudes, we built our own little bond, whereas I used to go to Brooklyn and go hang out with these dudes. We made a couple records together, you know what I mean? If you ever watch the documentary or if you know the history, we made a couple records together before his passing. But I always thought he was dope. I'm one of the most humblest dudes that I had met. You know what I mean? I didn't realize that you could still be dope and be humble. So, I took a page out of his book. But, Half was dope, man. Half was way before his time when it came down to stuff. That nigga was talking about, was talking all kind of stuff.
Right.
All kind of stuff.
That's how you describe it. He was talking about all kind of shit.
Yeah, I don't even really know what label you would put him in, or, you know what I mean? Some dudes would be like, he's a conscious rapper, or he's a gangster rapper, or he's a, and he was a little bit of all of that.
Little bit of all of that. Word.
He was a little bit of all of that, and if he would have been around a little bit longer, I think more dudes would have, he would have collaborated with dudes more, and he would have had a real shot at everything.
Yeah.
But like I said, we were the guys that nobody really knew. So, we was underneath all of these other dudes, you know what I'm saying? It was all underneath these guys, the AZs, the Nas, because we weren't as popular, we weren't mainstream yet, we didn't have our own records. So I said, you know what? Let's just build, let's just create a bond, a brotherhood, and make records. I'm just glad that I got to make the records I did with them. I wish I would have been able to make more.
Right. That firm shit, that's not a flop, bro. That's a classic, man. We fuck with that. They always try to paint it like it was commercial flop. That couldn't have been further from.
And I didn't get to Paula, and instead somebody else did, and now I'm in trouble. What's that? It's stupid. You just keep sighing and glaring and humming.
They're still playing nice on circling something that will never come to a conclusion because there's no win-win. These ladies are just dancing on the tree. You're just done.
Okay. Why was he on? Why did you do this?
Because I got upset with him.
Teach them the life lesson of cooking. Do like that.
You have anything wrong on tonight, start Apple. So research for a searching for certain dogs. But then you find VRBOs, and they search millions of ones to find you the perfect grow bigger than your kitchen at home.
25 views.
Warms your heart even more than the sun. From beach houses to cabins to condos, find vacation homes that match you with VRBO. How was your vacation?
It's great. Emerge restored, replenished, fortified. Emerge every day with Emergency. Packed with antibiotics and seeded 10 oranges. Why not feel this good every day? Emerge and see.
Welcome to another episode of the Uncensored Truth Podcast. I'm your brother, Old God, from Hip Hop News Uncensored, and sitting across from me is my co-host.
What it do? What's good? It's your brother Sam Ant, Viral Hip Hop News. We're in the building. It's a Monday. It's top of the work week. Oh God,
Yeah.
Feels good to be in the building. The Uncensored Truth Podcast. What's good, my brother?
What's going on? Peace to all the family out there that's going to listen to this, whether it be YouTube, Spotify, whatever platform you listen to on. We want to say peace, and we do appreciate each and every person. And as always, hit that like button. Make sure you share the video. NFC, AFC Championship in the books yesterday, said, man, we're going to kick it off with that. Also, we're going to be talking about Tupac a little bit today, as well as Erykah Badu, being booed, in reference to the R. Kelly situation. PMB Rock being arrested up in PA. Camille Harris, was announced that she's going to be running for president, as well as Ja Rule and The Fry. Welcome to another episode of the Uncensored Truth Podcast. I'm your brother, Old God, from Hip Hop News Uncensored, and sitting across from me is my co-host.
What it do? What's good? It's your brother Sam Ant, Viral Hip Hop News. We're in the building. Hashtag Content Kings. You already know why. Another episode of the Uncensored Truth Podcast. Oh God, what's good, my brothers?
Yes, we got an action-packed lineup today on a Tuesday, feeling like a Monday.
Let's work, man.
With the content that we got to go through today. But I'm excited, man, to get a few things off my chest. Today, it's been a lot I'll give you a quick rundown, man. We're going to talk about Chris Brown being arrested, NFL being sued, R. Kelly's non-disclosure agreement, surfacing, as well as some other things today. So, like I said, man, it's going to be a great one today. Make sure that if y'all listening on YouTube, though, hit the like button. Go ahead and share this video.
Indeed, man. Very excited to get going with the podcast. You got a lot to get off your chest, man. It was a real heated pre-production meeting, man. But it was dope, man. I can't wait to get to it. So let's talk this NFL talk the way we started, as always, for the people listening on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and all major online outlets, as well as all three platforms on YouTube. Viral Hip Hop News Uncensored. You already know the official Uncensored Truth Podcast channel. Appreciate each and every one of y'all going over there. Have your friends, tell a friend to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Man, let's get to work, bro.
Yes, let's get right to this story right here. This article is by way of the New York Post. Now, Frank D'Amico Jr. filed a civil suit, in New Orleans on behalf of Saints season ticket holders, saying the NFL Commissioner Robert Goodell has the power to put time back on the clock and to allow the game to resume. Now, we know about the call that happened the other day, the non-call that everybody wanted. They said the Saints probably would have won the game if the referees would have called this call. Now, D'Amico is asking the NFL to enforce Rule 17, Section 2, Article 1, in the NFL rulebook that says that he could, in the right circumstance, allow the commissioner to take extreme action in the face of a grossly unfair result, according to the rule book. They're looking to take action on this, saying, man, I've seen a few people from New Orleans, Kid, one of the rappers from down there, passing, petitions out and stuff like that. What do you think about this, man? Are the Saints crying, or do they have legitimate, concern here?
They're fans and them season ticket holders were better off asking for money. They'd have got their money back before they fucking go ahead and try to recite a line in a rule book. They forgetting about one important rule, and this is that commissioner's going to do what the fuck he wants to do, and this game is not going to get replayed. You got to think about how crazy that sounds. Now, I get your grievance. Was it pass interference? Yes. Did it cause the outcome of the game? I still argue no. You went into overtime. Your man he threw an interception, one of the greatest quarterbacks all time, but he made a mistake. He got hit. It was what it was. They lost the game. You got to take it into next year. I get the Saints. Their bitter feelings, especially they fans, when you talk about the year prior, when they had the miracle in Minnesota, when Minnesota shocking him at the last second, and then you go into this game, you're a heavy favorite. You're supposed to go in there and dethrone Tom Brady, Breeze versus Brady, and go ahead and have that Super Bowl and win your second Super Bowl title, and it didn't happen, and it happened on a controversial call, and you're pissed, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
NFL is not going to lose all that money. Let's talk about the money that's going on and getting circulated right now. For y'all, 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Well, I mean, we're going to see. Again, the money thing, I think, is probably what's going to end up happening. Something, some type of settlement. But the game probably won't be repaid. It's interesting that they're going to this, measure. And they're looking real bad because once again they called Coach Payton, the coach of the New Orleans Saints, right after that, saying that they pretty much fucked up the call. And, he was pissed off, but I never seen any NFL franchise react like this. You know what I mean? Pretty much crying. Like I said, in the game, you look at, okay, that could have happened, but he also could have missed a field goal. He also could have intercepted the ball. He also could have fumbled the ball. We've seen things happen in the NFL. They got the ball at the and after overtime. They fucked up. He threw an interception. Boo-hoo. Cry me a river.
You know what I compare it to the Eagles of old. Back when y'all went to 4 straight NFC championship games and y'all kept stinking it up and how mad the fans were. It's kind of like that now with the Saints because you look at, like I said, last year they were supposed to do it and they came one step short. And then you got this year where they damn sure locked in to do it and they came up one step short. We all know how hard it is to even get to the big game, let alone go ahead and get to the mountaintop and win it. And for them to be so close to have those teams to go ahead and go through a 16-game season and be favored and to lose like that, their feelings are hurt, man. They're bitter ex-17-year-old girlfriend. Right?
Well, I don't blame them. You know what I mean? Take some type of action. A lot of people, are pissed. I'm sure a lot of people probably book, their Atlanta tickets and all that. You know how people get.
Oh yeah,
they start, thinking that they're gonna win us a lot. Yeah. So it's tough, man. So we'll definitely keep you updated. If anything develops from that situation. But I doubt if there's going to be. Another game. They're trying the petition now that they got out. They want the game to be held this weekend, but they got the Pro Bowl.
It's not happening.
It ain't happening.
They're not losing money now. No one's watching the Pro Bowl. And we're gonna hear a lot of people say, "No one watched the Pro Bowl." Yeah, but they got money out there for that Pro Bowl. They hired vendors. They got people that's paying. They got reservations. They're not losing money for y'all grievance in that one play. Sorry.
So sad.
Moving on.
Next year, man. It's
exactly.
Always next year. But yeah, man, you tuned into the Uncensored Truth podcast with your brother, Old God and Sam, man. Going in today on this Tuesday afternoon. Everybody listening on YouTube, go ahead and do me a favor. Hit the like button. Go ahead and share this video. All right, man. R. Kelly is once again in the news, and this time is by way of the blast. It appears that the non-disclosure agreement has now surfaced that R. Kelly allegedly made women sign, pretty much that's all it is. You know what I mean? He made them sign this agreement, pretty much saying they couldn't come out, and speak. What do you think about, this? I'll get to the specifics, in 1 minute. But what do you think about this? Just knowing your history of non-disclosure agreements, do you think this is kind of suspicious or funny?
Well, R. Kelly was a freak. He didn't want his information out there.
Right.
Not to what depths, who knows? But he had an agreement, and the women signed it.
Right. Well, here I'll get to the specifics of it. It says the premise and the concept of his intellectual property. Mr. Kelly's business and private life can't be discussed. The business activities of the country and/or Mr. Kelly, the company's employment practices or policies, the activities occurring in connection with the opportunities, ideas, concepts, or business plans disclosed by the company, the outcome of the opportunity. It's almost like if somebody were to work with us and we taught them certain things, we wouldn't want them, taking this from us and pretty much doing their own thing of what they learn here. So we say that they can't really, use anything that we, that they learn with us anywhere else.
R. Kelly's a sick motherfucker for this.
I mean, people do it.
I'm gonna tell you why, though. I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you why, though. This has a lot of language involved in this. He didn't write this himself. We all know that.
Yeah, attorney.
A lawyer wrote this up. And I doubt he allowed them females to get their attorney to look this over to properly say the language in this conversation, because you got certain things and certain quotations in here that are really funny. The activities occurring in the connection with the opportunities. The fuck does that mean?
I mean, yeah, but it's almost like in one breath, I can see why somebody would do this. In another breath, it's crazy because you want to protect what's yours, but you also you don't want nobody slandering you or anything like that as well.